have anything for you.
Trouble. I'm your host Chris. To my right, I got Roy.
Hey, what's up?
Um, we got our
Introduce yourself.
friend Johnny stopping by the office.
Man, I don't know if y'all. I've been out. You know what I mean. I had the virus, so I ain't been making. I'm just joking. But I've been scared of the virus, so I haven't been in. I see Chris got a deeper voice. He hit puberty while I've been gone.
I know a lot of people are like, "Wait, who has been sitting there? They all look like Johnny." But no, it wasn't Johnny. It was somebody else.
That's racist.
And then we got a special guest in the house. Go and introduce yourself, sir.
What up, JD? Studio 1601 Music.
And you have a record label, right?
Yep, record label / management company.
Nice, nice. So we came into an artist. What was her name?
The Alien Babe.
Okay. And what was the song?
Brujeria. That's gonna be on Spotify,
Okay.
Apple Music, everywhere.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that song was dope. What'd y'all think about it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. You said it had a little head nod to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was a full R&B song, but then she started rapping,
Yeah.
and it was good too.
Yeah, that's her new style that she's going with.
Okay.
You can find her on Spotify as Laura D.
Okay.
A lot of pop, a lot of R&B type stuff going on there, and then we switched it up, and she had the whole name changed to The Alien Babe.
Okay.
And she's coming out with some bars now.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So is that song available now, or when is it coming out?
That one's available now.
Okay.
That one's available now. She'll be releasing it again here in the next month or 2 months, something like around that. We don't have the exact date. But,
Okay. Cool.
Is this quarantine stuff delaying that?
Not really. Not really. We're on track for what we want to do with her. So like this downtime we're using to build it up, see what we're gonna do in the back end for it.
Yeah.
That's actually gonna be her next release is actually going to be with Cat G. It's one of the releases we're gonna go with. So it's gonna be a pretty dope song.
Yeah.
So,
That's what's up.
Okay. Cool. So we're gonna get into some of the other music that came out as well, and then go back and forth talking about what you got going on. So we had K Camp Kiss 5 album review that drops. What'd y'all think about it?
Was it an album or a mixtape?
It was like 45 minutes, and it was streamable. So
Where'd you get mixed? Is it Apple labeling it a mixtape again?
No, just because
He said again.
it's a series though. It's like
Here we
it's
go.
a mixtape series. So I just thought was he relaunching this one as like an album because Kiss 1 through 5 was all mixtapes. 1 through 4.
yeah, I like the album. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was gonna.
So you just going you're not gonna answer my question? Is it an album or a mixtape?
I mean, do we really know it's an album? It's on all streaming services.
All right, let's talk about it then. Go ahead, Chris.
I mean, I thought I liked it. It was cool. I like how it felt a little R&B-ish. It kind of reminded me of like a Ty Dolla $ign a little bit, but he wasn't singing as hard.
I didn't see that. I was thinking Bryson Tiller.
Okay,
It only felt a
Can you-
little R&B-ish to you?
yeah, I
It
could
was
get
it was like Bryson Tiller-ish, like right in there. That
Or,
was his bag.
I
Kurt
felt
Cobain. No Kurt Cobain. No Kurt
Oh,
Cobain. No Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
It's funny because I just listened to Kurt Cobain like a few days ago. I was like, let me get some old school Texas going on. But
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I thought he was saying.
I was thinking
too.
Nirvana.
That's my
Yeah.
southern slang.
But yeah, I low key can see that a little Kurt Cobain.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Did you like it, Roy?
It was okay. It was nothing special. I really love the intro.
Okay.
I like how he played with the studio sound.
Mhm.
People forget you can play with when you record in studio. You can play with that, not just like that mono sound. I really like how you get some stuff in the left and the right ear. And other than that, it was just a regular album. There's nothing. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
It was unexpected. I liked it. It was a little bit different than what's been dropping. It was definitely better than Party shit, but
That's what I was
I
thinking.
don't know, man. You're pushing a little bit there. Party was better.
I liked Party's album, but
But-
this K Camp
But
album was definitely
you weren't here to
better.
discuss.
Would you
it,
say
so
he's a
that's cool.
singer?
Who, K Camp?
Yeah.
I think he kind of
He
He could
sings.
dance between the two. He like harmonizes.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is definitely a harmonizer. Like,
I mean, he does sing on the album. I mean, harmonizing is singing.
So would you say Party Next Door is a singer or a harmonizer?
Uh-oh.
He can do everything.
I think he is multi-talented.
Everything
Yeah.
but hold a note. Like,
Bruh.
what are we doing?
All right.
What did you give the album?
I give it a 6.
Give it a 7.
I give it a 7 as
Yeah.
well. I like it. I would definitely pull some songs off here
Mm.
and add it to a playlist.
Yeah, my favorite one was that Thrill, whatever the Thrill one. The one was labeled Thrill. That was a good one.
I didn't even like get a chance to look at songs. I just kind of listened to it 2 times through.
I like the one with Wale. Wale did good on there. I think it's the beat. Maybe that's why I haven't liked his verses lately.
Yeah, you
Wale
gotta force
is-
them on a different beat to sound good.
Yeah. And then I liked Black Men Don't Cheat. And then he had another song
Facts.
with Black. And that was
Yeah,
good too.
That was like, that was early in the album too. I can't tell you which one, but that was early in the album.
I
like
wanted more from Ari on that, not just like that intro sound
Yeah.
like a voicemail kind of thing.
Do you think he's more like Black? Now that you mentioned
little
that,
bit, yeah.
because Black doesn't really sing either.
Nah,
you know?
he definitely don't. But Black sound like he in a better place right now.
Yeah.
Not dead, but like his voice, he sounds happier.
You think where we get something different from him?
He got
Like,
a
or that's
vocal-
his style, that's his style.
No,
he
he
ain't
got a
gonna do
vocal
anything
coach.
different.
Yeah, once quarantine's over, he gonna be sad. Public outside. And then we got the little controversy. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know how it's a concert. Like, I don't get it.
Oh,
It
he
happened.
couldn't say the word. He
like,
said a controversy.
I was getting it
I was
out.
in my-
Right?
It happened
Nelly.
so many years apart.
So okay, so let me ask you. So when you think of Air Force Ones, what rapper comes to mind?
Nelly.
Like, who doesn't think of Nelly?
I don't know.
ASAP tripping. Bruh,
Who do you think of? Who does Johnny think of?
that's not me. I
Yeah.
think of Nelly. I
I
think
think
of
it's
Nelly.
Nelly.
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't think of Nelly?
Especially like our generation, who would think ASAP Rocky over Nelly?
Somebody was like, I was born in 2000 and I still think of Nelly. Like, bro, like, how's that work?
I don't know who would think of ASAP Rocky. Like, I
Nobody.
don't.
Nobody.
Like, you have that hook, you have that song. Like, what else do you need? Like, he brought Air
Give me
Force One,
2
but
for it all. Come on now, man.
He was like, he just threw something on
Yeah.
just to see if he could make it mainstream or something like
Yeah.
that. And in the interview, I thought it was Nelly. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
Nelly tricked us. It was ASAP Rocky. I'm like, bro,
Yeah. I don't even get how this is a thing. Like I said, it happened so many years apart. How can you take credit for something that was like 10 years before you?
I think Nike even says Nelly put them on.
Yeah. Like, our sales went up, but you got proof.
Like, come
Oh
on.
yeah.
That's so dumb. But yeah, I don't know. And then you got Travis Scott. He's doing this virtual show on
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah. That's lit. I like how you did that.
That's
I don't play Fortnite. Like, how
Apparently,
was it? Like, what is it?
My
Apparently
son
old
played
boy-
with them the other night.
With
And,
Travis
he's
Scott?
like, well, he's all right, So
Yeah.
like, but my son's a super gamer, so like,
Okay.
like, he's gotten paid a couple of times on there already.
Really?
So like he's a beast with it, according to him.
Okay.
I haven't seen him, but
Uh-oh.
So how did it work? Is he like performing in like an auditorium somewhere, or is it like a hologram?
It's
It's
like
like
a-
a hologram. Yeah,
It's a hologram,
I believe so.
like a
yeah.
cartoon.
So
It
what
was
was it?
a-
So it was
it
like
was a
an
big
animated version of
character.
him?
Yeah, it
that's
was
what
like a
looked
big animated
Yeah.
character of him, and you can buy that now. So there's going to be Travis Scott running around.
Bro, he's making money.
But yeah, it was a big
Thanking
thing. And it was
Yes.
a light show, and it was a whole thing.
So
But I think
so in the game, you had to go to like a animated concert of him.
It was he was like as big as like the whole map. So he just took up the whole map, and it was like a light show DJ thing, and all the characters you just sat there and you just sit there and watch.
dang, he's getting those views,
Mhm.
catching
That's
those
crazy.
fans, the
So-
following on that's gonna be crazy.
So do they have? So if you're there just trying to play, does he like interrupt your game, or do you have to
Yeah.
like?
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you could do anything. It'd be pretty
That's
fucked up if you could just kill people during the
Go beat his
concert.
ass.
Is that the whole point of those games?
I got him now.
Gotta wear that water.
That's crazy.
So didn't the Marshmallow DJ do that already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody, one of them did that. One of those
Was that after or before him?
That was before.
Before
I'm pretty
him.
sure
Really?
before because
It's been a while,
Travis just
actually.
did it.
But apparently
Okay.
Travis just like he broke his record, so they can monitor how many people are on the server. I guess. So
They
Yeah.
said, I mean, I read 12 million. It was a record, 12.3 million at one time.
That's
12.3 concurrent players participated.
Astro World.
That's crazy.
Classic.
Have you heard that song? It's called Astronomical.
Nah.
I ain't heard it either.
That's
That's crazy.
That's the name of the concert he put, right?
But he
That's
put a
what
song
it.
out on there too. It was
Mm.
it was a new song
Shit,
called
speaking of,
Astronomical.
they dropped the Scots. Didn't him and Kid Cudi drop a song called the Scots recently?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That would be Roy. He's a fan. So anyway, that concert is going on between. Well, today's the last day of
Yeah,
it.
today's
So
the last day.
So it's running concurrent like different days at a time.
It was
straight?
a
Like, they have
23rd
like
to the
US and then they have
25th.
Asia and
Then he running a tour on it.
I wonder
Yeah.
how.
Yeah.
I wonder how he gets paid off it.
yeah. Yeah. So how are you, like, I mean, right now trying to keep your artist relevant during all of this right now? I
Yeah,
mean,
because there's no concerts or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Instagram posting, being available on live,
Mhm.
doing those live postings, of course, the stories, and then consistently staying in the studio, whether it's FaceTime or video chat or whatever. We do have a couple of artists who are still making the trips
Mhm.
to the studio, and I mean, studio's live, so I mean, they're like they ain't nothing getting between me and my baby. So
Right.
just-
Yeah.
yeah, we're going rock out anyway.
That's what's up.
Do you feel like you're managing more like people or like the music of them, like the music they put out?
It could be like a balance of both, because you have all the personalities that come with
Yeah.
it. So like you're not just managing the music. Like to me, like the way you're gonna get the best part of them is to be their friend and their business partner at the same time. You know what I mean? Because they have to rely on you. They have to know what you're about. And they have to get that feel from you to trust you 100%. Because these are people that we're signing contracts with,
Yeah.
that are allowing us to ink their name on their behalf on certain contracts or on deals that we have going on and all that stuff. So you have to build that bond and that relationship on a personal level, not just on the business aspect of it.
Do you give like input on their music as well? Like, I don't like this song.
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah, all the time.
He's like a lot. He's
yeah,
like a
a
lot.
lot. You know what I mean? So like we'll let them know. Like, nah, I don't think
like,
this
that's all you
is
brought?
what's going to be good for the next release, or
Okay.
like, what are you doing? Like, I thought we were doing this project.
Yeah.
And, like, you just totally jumped onto this project, so now we're shooting back over here. So
Okay.
we get a lot of input. It's not our choice at the end of the day. We don't facilitate that way. So
Yeah.
it's like, hey, look, here's my input. Like, I'm strongly recommending
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me twist your arm a little bit.
Yeah.
This is what I'm strongly recommending. Now, at the end of the day, if that's not what the artist wants, well, then we'll accommodate to see how we could best.
That's what's up. So
Make that shit
speaking
happen.
about what the artist wants, so I want to kind of get your opinion on the situation. So let's say you find an artist, you know, they need your help as far as getting the studio, so you help them out with everything. They get a popping single, they put some music out, and then, you know what I'm saying, you negotiate something with them as far as how you want to roll them out and what the splits and everything gonna be for shows and things like that. And then they're popping more than what they thought they were. People want to see them, and they come to you and they like, hey, I want some more money. Like, what do you do in that situation? Like, I mean, like, what's your opinion of that situation? Like, as an artist in a situation where it's like, hey, you sign this and this is what it is. You got to perform this contract, or like on your
pretty
I
much.
saw that before he
yeah.
said.
Yeah, like when you're under contract,
Mhm.
it is what it is. You're under
Okay.
contract. You know what I mean? So like, if I put you in a deal for 3 years
Mhm.
and I'm asking for 20% for those 3 years,
Yeah.
well then that's because we've already come to an agreement that, you know, I could do something for you over that period of those 3 years. So that's what my entitlement's going to be.
Right, but in these situations with these artists, sometimes they could pop, and like what you expected to make off of them in 3 years, you make it in 6 months, and then now they like, look at all this money.
But doesn't that mean they're making more money too?
Yeah,
Not really.
20% is 20%. You know, I don't
Like-
think it's like,
I mean,
Like you got 20% of 100, 20% of a million.
yeah, and he put him in position to pop
Yeah.
though.
I don't know, man.
it also comes down to negotiations, your contract. Now, if you feel you're going to blow up
Yeah.
within months out of a 3-year contract, stipulate your contract. This is like a little gimme here.
Yeah.
Stipulate your contract to where after X amount of dollars, your percentage will go down. Now, even with that percentage going down because the money went up, you're still going to go up in pay.
Mhm.
You're just going down in percentage. You know what I mean? So you can have those stipulations beforehand, so it pays to like.
I could see that, but I
Have
just
somebody
feel
on
like
your end.
if I've already outperformed my contract, it's time. I don't care if we 1 month in, like I want some. Let's talk about some more money. What's going on? Like,
I mean, it's there. I
Yeah.
mean, anything can be negotiated.
yeah,
Anything can be negotiated,
Yeah.
but like at the end of the day,
you got the upper hand, or they got the the management
Yeah.
has upper hand.
that's
But I
what
mean,
that's what
both
you signed
parties are
into.
still making more money than projected.
Yes. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
also, what did we do for you?
True. Yeah.
to help
Exposure
that
and all of that
happen,
stuff.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or was it just do on your own? So like that's gonna play a big role in it. So
Yeah.
if you're stagnant and you've plateaued and you brought me along and now we're like hitting all these crazy numbers and the money's coming in, we're
Mhm.
like, and that's what we signed for. I've delivered.
Yeah.
Now you deliver,
Yeah.
which is my whatever X amount that.
Okay, I got you.
chose for, you know
I
what
got
I
you.
mean?
Yeah,
And that's
some other like the way some I guess listening to some other guys explain it on IG and stuff. They was just made it seem like we signed this contract. This money is what the money is.
At the end of the day, yes.
sit your ass down somewhere.
That's the very basic
At
thing
the
of it.
end of the
Yeah.
day, like,
Contract's a contract.
yeah, like sit your ass there. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, like this is what it's gonna be. Like you can be lenient with it, depending what kind of relationship you have
Okay.
or whatever. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's always negotiable to a certain extent.
Yeah, and then people like to bash labels, but they do work for some people. Some people are
Yeah.
independent, and that works. Like Gucci Man,
Mhm.
he's independent, but
Yeah.
other people do need big record labels like Atlanta Records. They have all these artists, and they're bubbling. You know,
and at the same time, like all these labels, they Spotify, all these artists,
Mhm.
they have somebody behind them. I
Yeah.
just had a conversation with a friend the other day. Like, if an artist, or let's say Nicki Minaj releases a record, it's not gonna blow up solely just because she's Nicki Minaj. To a
Yeah.
certain point, yes. But you can't tell me Universal or whoever it is behind her's not in Spotify's face.
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
okay, well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
need her on this playlist,
Yeah.
that playlist. So
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
there's
Dude,
something
that's
behind it that
crazy on that
drives
part.
those numbers outside of just being the artist.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy how they have relationship with these companies. And like you go to Spotify, like today's hot hits, like people really think that's today's hot hits.
Yeah.
Spotify put that list together and they're getting paid to put that list together. Like, hey, we want our artist on here. Okay, do it on here. They're getting paid to do it, and the artist is getting streams. Like, it's everyone's paying their part, but there really isn't no like random list of hot hits. There really isn't.
So how do you feel about artists like Chance the Rapper? Like when he first came out, he swore up and down he was independent, but he had like an Apple Music contract, you know,
To
or
a
some
cer-
type of partnership
to
between them.
To a certain point, you're independent, but
Yeah.
like that I could recall the top of my head, I don't think there's actually been 100% independent label or person where they had no funds or no any
Yeah.
sort of backing that took off. To
Russ
the top,
makes it
You
different.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Russ was a little bit different. You know what I mean? He's like an exception a little bit just because of the way he came up, and now he's
Yeah.
making all that.
Do you
that
think it's
noise,
easier
know?
to be independent with all these streaming services now?
You can make a living off of it. I mean, to a certain point. I
Yeah.
don't know about becoming like a millionaire or becoming a top-notch artist by yourself. Unless something crazy happens, you go viral, you do the Khaled thing and get reposted by a Kardashian or whatever, and then
Mm.
you could. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
just anything can happen.
I forgot
really.
that's how he started.
Khaled?
Yeah.
I didn't know
By
that at all.
Kardashian?
Yeah, Kylie Jenner reposted one of his. She had one of his songs playing in one of her snaps, and then it just blew up overnight.
I like Khaled was before the Kardashians.
No.
Really?
No.
They've been out that long?
The Kardashians, they go back to the beginning
Yeah,
of time. What you
yeah,
talking about?
yeah. Do you remember a time without them?
I thought like the whole Lil Wayne.
You remember OJ?
Khaled-
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yeah.
they tied into OJ
But that
and
was
shit.
the Jenners. That was before like the
But they were
Kardashians.
still.
You know we're not talking about
around,
DJ
though.
Khaled, right?
Okay, that's what I thought you were talking
No.
about. Okay, who are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Khalid.
Oh, Houston or the Texas rap
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah,
Okay,
Rico.
okay.
He was
From
on.
Rico.
I got you.
El
He
Paso.
was, yeah,
El
he was.
Paso?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I was like DJ Khaled. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he was on like one of. No, he goes back before that.
Yeah, I was like, we the best. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, well, cool. So yeah, all right, everything's back in order.
He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What year is it? What's
All right, so switching back to music, you got French Montana. Speaking of hits, he says he has more hits than Kendrick Lamar. Who would you pick? Kendrick Lamar, French Montana, hit for hit.
All right, so he did go into that a little bit more and was like,
this
yo,
title's misleading. When you read the article, it makes a lot more sense what he says.
Who would you take, hit for hit, French Montana or Kendrick Lamar?
I don't listen to either one a whole bunch, to be honest with you, but like based off what I read and like what I've seen and all that off the top of my head, I'd go with Kendrick.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
I'll go with Kendrick too.
I got
would you-
French.
Who would you rather see in a concert? Like he talks about, that's what his point is.
He
At a
said a
festival.
hit for hit in a battle with
He said
Kendrick
in a
Lamar.
festival. That's the title. Did you read it?
If I hear a hit for hit, what
Did
would
you
you
read
think
the
of?
article?
I got French Montana. French
Yeah,
Montana got more hits.
I got
than-
Kendrick Lamar.
Nah, Kendrick has.
Kendrick Lamar has like
Them
you know
hits- them
his
hits hit
got
different.
hits
Yeah.
though. They just,
What's a hit?
They
What's a hit to
radio.
you?
They're like
We-
radio songs.
That's
What's
what
a
a
hit?
hit is. What are you
But French
talking
Montana
about?
has shit that
You
you know what I'm
really
saying. That
think
had you
French
in
has
the
more
club,
than
like,
that?
If you had a concert and you hear a Kendrick Lamar song, you
Who's
probably
gonna get the concert more crunk?
I would go with
French
Kendrick.
French.
Montana.
I got Kendrick.
Yeah.
Bro.
French Montana's gonna get
I'm
the
sorry.
Bro,
Oh,
We gonna be
No.
all right. I'm sorry.
We gonna be
I love
alright.
myself.
No.
I don't know.
Huh? Just off rip. He ain't
Bro,
got
all the
nothing
way
to
up.
add.
That is
All the way up.
That's Yin Yang Twins' hook. That ain't
Hey,
even French Montana's
Kendrick,
thing.
hey, Kendrick Lamar don't
Oh
even
my God.
have an ad lib like that.
I'm
You ain't
done.
finna be out there in the crowd
That ain't
talking about
even
some,
French
huh?
Montana's ad lib though.
Huh?
That's Yin Yang Twins, bro. What are you talking about?
Hey,
No,
Okay.
it works.
he revolutionized
Yeah.
it.
Okay, Apple. Anyway, I would definitely go Kendrick Lamar. It's just
Nah.
sonically pleasing.
So, based on his
Eh.
article at a festival, is one of them who would get a
I
crowd
don't
more
want
pumped at a
to.
festival?
I don't want to do that.
Like,
We
where
not
else am I
finna- we
where else
not
am I
finna-
gonna hear that?
Don't do that.
Like,
Don't play
yeah.
French like that.
It don't make
You
sense.
gonna hear him in a stadium somewhere.
Yeah,
Blue
like,
Stage.
you're gonna hear him before
Yeah.
Kendrick. I'm gonna hear him on stage. Like, where else?
Kendrick
where
got
we
like
gonna
3
battle?
songs that will make a festival go crazy.
I don't even like this period. Like if you
Yeah.
play French Montana music, he's gonna get people moving more than
Is
other
it-
music.
Is it
from-
French Montana or the person that's featured on the song?
period? Like
It's
what you
his
talking
song,
about?
doesn't
It's
matter.
shit.
Okay.
What's that song he had with Sway Lee?
Yeah. Unforgettable.
Yeah, like
He
Kendrick
bought
Lamar
that
ain't got
song. Like,
Kendrick
it ain't
Lamar
even
ain't
his
got
song.
Kendrick
Doesn't
Lamar
matter.
doesn't have an unforgettable in his bag.
I love
dog.
myself.
I love myself.
We
Against
gonna be all
Unforgettable?
right.
He doesn't have anything that
Bruh.
could touch Unforgettable. Hit for
You
hit, bro.
tripping.
Come on, man.
Anyway, and then he writes his own music. So
Oh,
there's
man.
that. Anyway, so
Well, French Montana's more of a pop rap artist, so you can't knock him for not writing his
Yeah.
own shit. Cause it's pop. Like, do you knock any other pop artist for not writing their shit? Do you get on Britney Spears for not writing her shit? Like it's
Nah,
pop. Like
nah.
they creating a song for like the
It's
radio.
actually the norm.
For the masses.
yeah,
It's actually the norm of having songwriters brought into the pop
Yeah.
process.
But like I said, like hit for hit.
I go Kendrick. Anyway, so switching back to your artists, how many people do you manage right now? What's the name of all your artists?
5 artists, 6 artists. So let's not get mad.
He's like, depends on which.
Because this is like kids. I only got 2 kids and I don't get them right.
Yeah,
What's going on right now?
I don't know. Knocking the door.
Your car's in the way, Roy.
he pointed you out.
What? How does he know when to drive?
I don't know. How's he know what
I don't know. We're good. All right.
know.
Oh, he want a mask or something? Like what's happening? Oh, he
Mask?
wants you to put a mask on.
Oh, right here.
Okay.
We good.
Okay.
All right.
Put
Why
it
are you?
on.
Why are you playing with
I
that
know.
man?
Let's go.
You-
All right. Oh, okay.
What is he talking about?
I don't know.
He
bro.
said he wants you.
Yeah. He wants
could-
you to-
He could have just said that.
He said, "Give me the nurse with the blue mask."
The black gloves.
Live show, y'all. We gonna edit that out.
Now we
Right.
Roy, uncle and shit around here. Get your Theo, man.
Wow.
Get your deal.
So, how many people do you manage right now?
6. I think we have Jenny B, the Aiden Babe, Prince Bosquez.
We met him.
Oh shit, he debuted that song with Skinny from the Nine, the video the other night.
Yes,
yeah.
That was last night. So we've been working on that project.
I like that song. That's a different little sound from him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty dope. That was recorded back in February.
Yeah.
When we had
How'd
the-
y'all link with Skinny? Like, how did that like?
Well, Prince is actually who made the connection with Skinny. Once he
Mhm.
made that connection, I mean, they stayed in touch or whatever, and then he brought him down to San Antonio for his first show
Mhm.
here in town ever. So like, he liked it. They vibed it out. Went to the studio, shot the video, did the song.
That's
and,
dope. That's what's up.
Yeah, so that's how that came about. Skinny from the Nine, though, cool dude, cool ass dude.
Yeah.
Very
It's always
humble.
good.
Then we also have who do we have? We have Pro. I said Pro, Jenny B, the Alien Babe, Jay Vera is another one that we have. Pop artist, super strong vocalist.
Yeah.
And then we have another artist, Mandy Lee. She's like a pop country artist that
Oh wow.
we're taking it really slow with her. So, but the music's great though. The music's phenomenal from
Yeah.
everybody. Shout out Clef. He produces 100% of everything we do.
I see
you know
him
what I mean?
everywhere on social media. He's doing everything. Didn't he do a video for
Yeah, he
he-
recently did the video for Snow the
Yeah.
Product.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
cool.
that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
the last single that came out from her with AJ Hearns also in it. So
Yeah.
he was real hyped about that. So I was hyped for him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
That was
That's cool. I mean,
holy
that's
shit.
something badass, man.
Yeah, like one of the things I noticed with all the artists that you have, they sound good. It doesn't sound like you have like just people you're just signing to sign, you know?
Yeah.
Do you listen to them first and be like, you don't really match what I'm looking for or what I'd like to manage, or how do you go about, like, you say no to anybody?
We say no to almost everybody.
Damn. Okay.
Everybody. Like, we've said no to people we have now. Like, there were some people from the get-go was like, no.
Wow.
And then like we have the sit downs and meetings, get to know them, and then see what they're about. And then eventually it becomes a relationship, and then let's see what can happen with this. There have been times where the signing was like, okay, okay, we need to jump on this. Like, we know we need to jump on it. So some signings are different than others, and just depending on what we're looking for in each artist. But yeah, we've told.
That's crazy.
No,
so are you looking to stay within like a certain style? Or like, are you gonna branch out to say like a country?
I was just gonna say he
like
just
straight
said country.
We said pop country. Like, are you gonna do stroke pop, or you can do like? Would you do like a group or anything?
We would. It just, like I said, it just depends on what's happening out there and like what we come across or whoever presents themselves to us. Like when Mandy,
I rap a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I get on the mic a little bit. What's up?
That's one of those no's.
There's gonna be a no from me, dog.
No for me. Can we spit some right now? No, I'm just kidding.
So yeah, we've been
bring that beat back.
Right. Right now we're in we do the pop thing with Jay Vera. He's real heavy into the pop scene right now, and then hip hop, of course. We Prince right now more like on a pop rap type thing, but it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. We're loving it. The Skinny from the Nine thing, and then he's got more stuff that he's doing in the studio with Clef. He's exclusively produced by Clef also.
Them dudes stay in the studio, man. Every time I look at IG, they working on some shit, so it's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta work that. Like that.
Yeah. You gotta get it.
Like that's all it is. You're gonna make it. It's just work day in and day out.
And then Clef, like I see him like back and forth between here and LA or Cali, wherever he be at. But like I see him a lot of times posting shit like from.
Yeah, we actually got back from Cali. We went to Cali in March. We're in Cali, like a lot of the plans we had and everything went to shit because we were right there, like in the middle of like, oh, they're about to shut LA down here in the next few hours or whatever it is. So
did you fly back or how'd you get back?
I flew back. We took a train over there to check it out. It was like a 24-hour.
That's fun.
Jig on the train. So the train's not bad. I've never been on the train, but yeah, I came back like a day or two early. I said I ain't getting caught.
We don't got 24 hours to get out of here.
I said, damn, I don't have that time to get out of here. So I took a flight back. But out there we shot video. We did get to shoot a video, which is No Cap, which is going to be Jenny B's next release.
Oh, that's what's up.
She's she's one of the other artists that I have that's like outside of hip hop, pop, and all. She's more like a pop dance / EDM type singer. I don't know if you've heard Dancing in the Dark or seen the video. Video super dope. Need to check that out. That was shot by Davey. Phenomenal video guy. So check him out too.
Okay, cool. Well, switching to sports for a little bit, we have the NFL draft. Which team got better with their pick in your opinion?
Cowboys. They addressed their needs.
I mean, I'm not really fucking with the Cowboys next year. I don't know yet. I
might
say
that with a smile though.
Yeah.
I might. How you know I got a mask on?
I heard the smile, bro.
You say you're not, but then you said you might.
Yeah.
I might fuck with him. Probably not though.
Probably not, bro. I'm probably not.
He's like, I mean, I'm just saying. Like a few months ago, it was like you're not. Now it's a probably.
He's on 59, 51,
well, you know,
49.
I was like Jerry made some good picks, bro. Like he even negotiated. Like I don't know if he negotiated, but he was able to pull off that trade with the Eagles and take that center from Wisconsin. That's where Frederick came from. So you know they got them big boys on. That's where you get them offensive linemen from anyway. Yeah. So, but I like the Cowboys, man. I mean, but that could just be because that's probably the team I follow most. So that's probably why I think that they got better immediately. Yeah. But I like the Cowboys. I think why would you sign old boy though? Why would you sign Cooper to that deal and then take a wide receiver in the first round? That was kind of dumb to me. Like, why would you not
start him?
Why would you not? I think they will.
So yeah, no, he's gonna start.
Why would you not franchise Cooper and then sign Dak if you was looking at
that made more sense when I was saying that.
But here's the thing.
You said that?
Yeah.
They did not expect him to be that low in the draft. He was expected easily top 12, 13. So normally drafting like the best available isn't the best choice, but when someone falls like 4 or 5 spots like that, I mean, you had to get him. I wasn't a big fan of the choice in the beginning.
So you think he's that rare talent, like Ezekiel Elliott?
I don't think
he's a number one receiver. I don't personally. I think he's like one of the what's that dude that came on for the Percy Harvin? Like he's more so like a Percy Harvin to me because
that's good though.
I mean, but he wasn't like a number one receiver. Yeah. He was like a gadget. He's like a gadget play guy to me.
But I just think for we got him 16th, 17th, whatever it was.
Yeah,
we couldn't pass him for what we're gonna. But what I really liked is the person that we were supposed to take. What's his name? Trevor Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
He was projected to be our first round pick.
Yeah,
we still got him in the second. Like no one knows why he fell. Now that's good and bad. It's good for us, but bad. Like, is there something that we don't know about? But for him falling to the second round and us still getting him because he was predicted our first round pick.
Yeah,
that's good. And he knows a little bit because his brother's already been in the NFL.
I don't know.
I like all of our picks. We got a corner and a wide receiver.
Seth Curry brothers in the NBA. Seth Curry's no Steph Curry. So I'm just saying.
They got different positions though. So
how do you feel about Green Bay drafting Jordan Love as their quarterback?
I don't know if they know what they're doing right now. They drafted their two strongest positions, running back and quarterback. Well, they don't got any receivers, and they didn't get anything.
Well, the new head coach, like the first thing that they asked him, like when he first started there, was like, what is he going to do with the quarterback position? And he was like, we'll address that, in a couple of years. So I guess,
develop.
Nah, I think Aaron Rodgers on his way out, bro. Like they made I'm surprised he didn't get traded on draft day, but
I don't know. Like
they didn't really throw the ball like that last year. They were a running team last year,
but they have a good running back, and they still drafted a running back for their second round pick. Aaron Rodgers or what's his name, Jordan, has no one to throw to. Their number one receiver is Devontae Adams,
and they still made a deep playoff. I mean, they made a run towards the playoffs. So,
do you think Aaron Rodgers should feel some type of way?
I think he should.
He should.
Yeah.
I think the reason he should is because they traded up to get him. If they left their position and kind of if he fell on our laps kind of thing, but they traded up, so they traded up because we want him.
So what's worse, them trading up to get a quarterback or them releasing your ass and getting like how the Panthers did?
What did Gabe say? It's worse than getting fired. Like what? I forgot what he said.
No, what's he talking about?
We get
Winston.
He didn't get replaced. He got fired.
So what?
He said it took the best quarterback to replace me. Replace you got fired, bro. What you mean?
What do you think? The Eagles did the same thing. They drafted a quarterback.
They did?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
For real?
Yeah, the Oklahoma Hurts out of Oklahoma. They're saying that's his replacement.
Yeah, he got soft bones. They gotta get one side of it.
I mean, do they have to replace him? Just wait a couple games, man. He got soft.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see Aaron Rodgers. Like, if I was a team, I'd probably be drafting for the future than right now, especially like at his age. So why not look towards the future?
If you look at how long Tom Brady has played into his career, and you kind of look at the way Aaron Rodgers plays, doesn't really get hit too hard. He's able to kind of move around. He's still a little mobile in the pocket. He still has an arm on him. Like I feel like he could still play for a good 3-5 years at a high level. So
I agree.
It all depends on how they develop.
What the team wants to do. I mean, in the end, they're doing the exact same thing they did with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So
they gave Brett Favre a little longer though.
They did, but they're doing the same method. I mean, they're drafting and they're kind of telling you, hey, got a couple of years or you out, like we ain't waiting no more.
You on the way out.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Here's your
We're trying to tell you something.
Here's your fun fact of the day. Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre were the same age.
Yeah.
When their backup or their predecessor was drafted.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
proof is in the pudding now. Don't get hurt.
How do you feel about Tua to the Dolphins?
Man, we didn't get to see him after that hip injury, and don't the Dolphins need help on the offensive line? Like, so hopefully he's not starting immediately, man. Because
they need a running back. Like, who's he gonna give the ball to? What isn't Howard their number one running back?
I think that's a pick that has a lot of upside, but right now it's kind of hard.
You need
to
more pieces. Yeah. But you think they're gonna win the division over the Bills?
Me?
You said that.
I said that.
Yeah, you said that.
You
did. You said in the chat.
Shoot from the hip.
You were shooting.
I shoot from the hip, boy. I think the Jets got that division.
Yeah, they do.
Didn't you say before we started that the Jets had like the worst draft night?
No, it was disappointing for me because I hate when the Jets draft offensive linemen But it was fine, I guess. But they're gonna win the division. No more Tom Brady. It's good.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Tom Brady's not there anymore, so
The Patriots are gonna stink for.
I don't think they're gonna. I do not think they're gonna.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they're gonna stink.
Probably not.
What's
They're
their
probably-
record over under 500?
9-7.
Patriots?
9-7.
I say over 500.
I'm gonna say
9-7.
7 wins.
They could sleepwalk to 9-7.
Yeah,
They'll probably still win the division. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. to
two
be
wins.
honest.
They got 2 wins against Miami. That's for sure. Like every year.
And then how you feel about Gronk coming out of retirement to lead up with
I think
link
that's
up with his buddy?
that's crazy, bro. I think there should be something against
He
that. There's
pulled a-
collusion in
he
there,
pulled a
obviously.
Jason
How
Witten
is there
like that.
There's
collusion?
collusion in
He
there.
still had to play for the Patriots, and they were okay
But
with
it's
it.
not collusion because he wasn't on any type of deal, so he can talk to him any way he
If he
wants.
wasn't on a deal, how
I thought
come?
he was still on the deal.
Yeah,
and they traded
because-
him.
Because even though he retired, if he wanted to come back, then he still had to fulfill his
Yeah.
contract with New England.
He has
and
to
they
wait a
traded
certain
it.
amount of years, right, before the contract's void or something.
No, they just traded him.
They traded him, I think it's collusion. I think it's
With
fucked up.
who?
I don't know. Something happened, dog. Like,
I mean, no, he could have been like, "I'm gonna stay retired unless you trade me, get something for me."
But he only wanted to go with
they
Tom
said,
Brady.
they said Tom Brady was like, if you take, they were saying that Tom Brady was telling teams, me and Gronk are a package deal.
Well, Gronk was saying that too. He said he only wanted.
That's collusion. What do you
what are you
mean?
talking about? If his team,
They're in. He's like, look, if you're gonna take me, you gotta take my boy.
This
Because
isn't-
that's
this-
crazy,
This isn't
dog.
NBA with all these rules and all
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say, I think he's looking for tampering. Not
Yeah,
collusion.
tampering. There it is. Tampering.
Let him run, man. Let him run.
Shit, shoot from the hip, baby. What you mean?
wow.
Wow. What you?
Bang bang.
Stephen A. Johnny on the wave.
This
There
is-
we go. There we go.
I feel like this is a victimless crime, though. Like he wanted to go, the team said go. Like
Yeah.
what we talking
Nah,
about?
that's crazy,
Nobody was
bro.
hurt.
No,
New
that's
England was
crazy.
behind it. They agreed to the deal.
No, because people shit on LeBron for doing that when he bring his buddies to play with him. But ain't nobody say shit to Tom Brady. That's
brought-
bullshit.
What are you
The
talking
NFL's
about?
different. You know
No.
this.
Like people talk about like LeBron coming up
What
with
buddy?
Wade.
He went to Wade
Bosh.
though.
No, like people came and played with LeBron. Like people
Not
take
not
pay-
necessarily names,
people
but he
take
brings
pay
stars.
cuts. People
He
take
brings
pay cuts to go play with LeBron. Like
Yeah.
and like
I thought you get people paid.
you saying he a pimp? What's happening right now?
Proof is in the pudding.
I'm just saying, but I'm like, people did not shit on Brady for trying to
Being
get his
one
boy
person,
a job.
And
Right.
it was just one player though.
Yeah, come on.
That was one known, the one that you knew about.
A
I mean, Wes
retired
Welker.
player.
Wes Welker, he probably, he got Wes Welker paid for a long time. That's his homeboy. All them little short, fast ass.
Dub dub.
But
Wow.
yeah, man, I don't like that. I just feel like it's just he didn't get enough criticism for like who the fuck you think you? I guess you got 6 rings. That's who the fuck you think you is. Never mind. He got 6 rings. Fuck for everything I just said. Never mind. Take it back.
He can do what he wants.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't make
Yeah.
no sense. And then you got Laramie. That's how you spell it
Oh,
or
boy.
pronounce it. Laramie
Yes.
Tunsil. He negotiated his own contract and he got a
Allegedly.
record-breaking deal. Why you say allegedly?
I don't know. I just wanted to. I like that
He's
word.
black.
Do you guys remember what Laramie Tunsil is famous for?
Penalties.
The gas mask incident when he got drafted with the gas mask bong thing on the draft night.
He got high?
He on the night he got drafted, like an hour before, he was supposed to be like a top 5 pick.
Mhm.
There's a video of him taking a fat bong rips with a gas mask on, and he dropped in the draft. And then now look.
Did they say it was tobacco or was it weed?
CBD? It's definitely CBD.
Well, who's
5 years
who's
ago?
to say? Who's to say?
Like, bro, it was just
It
water
was
vapors.
allegedly weed. Who knows? But yeah, he had a fat gas mask bong thing on. It was pretty hilarious.
Crazy how much money he lost then too.
All the
He got it
whites
back.
were up in arms.
That's wild.
Do you see more players doing this? He's not the first to do it, but like that's pretty impressive though, right?
I don't think
Yeah.
more players can do that in the NFL though. I mean, in the NBA, yes, but in the NFL, I can't see a
You
lot
have
of
what,
players.
like only like 4 or 5 him. Larry
Jacoby-
Fitzgerald did it.
Jacoby Brissett did it. Richard
Yeah.
Sherman did it.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett. What is his deal look like?
Let me
Because
see.
he's not a big name, right? Like, I mean, so you can negotiate a.
Like you want that?
But he's a quarterback.
I think it's
so-
easier for a big like star player to negotiate their deal than a little guy.
No, sorry, because it's more money involved.
A star like let's say Tom Brady,
So
he could just negotiate a deal because he's at the top of his game. You know what I'm
You
saying?
see how Dak Prescott was at the top of his game. You
Yeah.
see, you see the
Is
kind of
he
luck he's having
Yeah.
to negotiate his deal
is he
right
really
now.
at the
And Dak
top of
had
his
help.
game?
Yes, he was at the top of his game. He led most offensive.
He's not
statistical-
top. Like,
Let
he's-
everybody else tell it. Dak
he's-
ain't shit.
but no,
because he
he's
didn't
what
win a
he's saying. He's
Super
not top
Bowl, like-
at the game. He's top at his game. So
With them
What?
fingers.
Oh hell, Roy! He get to throw that little magic at you.
Jacoby Brissett, by the way, 2 years, 30
Loose
million.
ass joints.
Jacoby Brissett, 2 years, 30 million.
Now,
That's what
I
was
believe
looking
that
for.
was last year. So this is his last year.
They let him go, didn't they? They trade his ass. Or
No,
they took
he's
a quarterback or
he's,
some shit.
In fact, they have Phil Rivers, Jacoby Brissett, and they drafted Jake Fromm from
State Farm?
Georgia.
State Farm.
Yeah. Jake Fromm, State Farm.
Hell no.
Jake,
I think that's his Twitter name, by the way. So
Really? That's pretty cool. He's trying to get a
marketing.
little deal there.
Mm.
And then, so you're in the fights, right?
Yes, boxing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Boxing.
Okay. You don't really like UFC?
No, I'm not big into the UFC. I'm just
Really?
yeah. Just big
That's
into
crazy. Is it
boxing.
more like boxing is more technical and like a mind? or-
When I started getting into combative sports, I started with boxing, and
Yeah.
I guess that's at the time when UFC and all that was hitting it big. They had already been out for a while, but they were hitting it big. But I just
Never clicked.
I never clicked. with
That's
it,
crazy.
so.
You would think UFC is a little more violent.
And then what's your boxing site and all that?
Boxersandbrawlers.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you catch
what-
a lot of news on there.
What does that consist of on that site?
Just boxing news, rankings, pound for pound rankings, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And Roy was saying you go to a lot of fights too, right?
Yeah, I used to go to a lot of fights. I
yeah.
haven't been going to as many as I have been because at one point we were like mostly doing boxing until we got back into music like full time. So,
Yeah.
but when we started the boxing website, we didn't expect for it to do what it did, you know.
Yeah.
So like it just shot through the roof. Next thing you know, like we're on the other side of the fence with credentials and hanging with boxers and trainers
That's
and
dope.
all the people you see on the TV coming out, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like I've actually walked to the ring, you know what I mean, on Showtime, you know what I mean? So
So who are some like the big names that you've met?
I got to speak with Floyd briefly.
Really?
Told me he was gonna sign my glove, came back, dude never came back. But it took me like 6 months later, dog, no, not even 6 months, probably like a year and a half later when he did the Canelo fight, I was able to my bad, the Maidana fight.
Oh wow.
I was able to get my autographed glove from him at that point.
Did you
So,
tell him he forgot?
No, I didn't even have that. I was like, hey, bitch, you forgot. my
He wouldn't even
glove,
remember
you know?
forgetting.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
you
wrote
ain't
this
lying.
down.
Yeah, you ain't lying. This is the day.
I can't read numbers.
Right? You can't read numbers.
Like, what is that?
I'm not gonna
Right,
play my
shot
boy.
fired.
Two.
Oh, that's a Floyd fan right there. That's a Floyd fan right
Oh my god, that's crazy. So aside from like, how did you talk to him at all, or like what?
there. No, it was just, hey, Floyd, let me get my autograph. Let me get
Yeah.
He was signing a couple of gloves. No, I'm gonna be back. So he took off to the back. No, that was it right there.
A long trip.
You hurt the plane.
Yeah.
How long did you wait?
He's all the IG in the city.
Well, I didn't have to wait long because I already had credentials. I already had my
Okay.
credentials.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
already on
I
the
had my
other
backstage
side.
Yeah.
pass. I was
Yeah.
good.
I followed him.
Yeah, I was as good as you were gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get an autograph, you know. So
Okay.
it didn't work out. But like fast forward a year and a half later to Fiesta, Texas, whenever he had the meet and greet there with
A few
me,
more
Donna.
wins later.
Oh,
Zero losses.
Right. I was able to get into his back and finally got my
That's
Floyd
crazy.
glove.
Was there any like big boxers that you talked to or like had a conversation with that was like pretty cool?
Gilberto Ramirez was pretty good. He's from Mexico. We had a conversation with him, of course, like translating through my father-in-law and all. So
That's dope.
yeah, that's pretty exciting. And then I also got to meet Lomachenko when he had his
Oh, wow.
second fight here. He lost. I was thinking him up bigger than shit to my father-in-law. Like, dude, this guy's he's it. Like,
I think
he's the
Max
bomb.
Kellerman
And-
was too. He was like hyping him up.
Yeah, I was high. I saw his record. His amateur record was like 396 and 1 loss. You know what I mean?
Damn.
He
Yeah.
avenged the 1 loss twice, you know. So like I'm like, check this dude out. He's the shit. Let's go get his
Yeah.
autograph, whatever. Got the glove and everything, and he loses. His match. So I'm like, shit.
Do you blame yourself?
right.
Was
I
this
don't-
me? Was this on me?
right. I don't, because like he's like, I guess he's top 3, arguably the pound for pound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just depending on who you like, that could be
Yeah.
a pound for pound guy right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But ever since that loss, like he's dope.
Yeah.
He's dope.
So who's your favorite boxer that's currently fighting right now?
Lomachenko.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Lomachenko. Right before that was Marquez. Marquez was the shit to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like I never got to meet Marquez. That's the thing. I got to meet like Canelo, De La Hoya, Hopkins, Roy Jones. Like I
Wow.
got to meet the who's who, but I never got to meet Marquez. So like I'm hoping one day like he's at a show or whatever at an event, commentating whatever, and
Yeah.
run into that guy.
What type of fights do you like? Do you like heavyweight fights that are more entertaining, or do you like the skinnier dudes that are more quicker?
I like the quicker dudes,
Okay.
the smaller guys, the 140s,
Mm.
the 154s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The 160s started getting lit up with Triple G and Canelo and,
hmm
and the Charlos. So yeah, the
Yeah.
smaller guys are
How do you
putting
feel?
firecrackers.
How do you feel about Mayweather when he fought? What's his name?
McGregor.
Yeah, slipped my mind. How'd you feel about that fight? Did you like it? Were you entertained?
It's been one of Floyd's best fights since who knows when, you know. But like, I didn't expect to see him coming forward in the fight. Like, I figured this was going 12 rounds, and we're gonna see Pacquiao and Floyd again. Like, shit, this is gonna suck. I didn't expect the knockout. I expected Floyd to win.
Technically and stuff.
Yeah, real technical. But I did not expect him to come forward and start throwing the way he was throwing and end up stopping him in the 10th round. So
Were you impressed with McGregor as a boxer?
not really.
Really?
Not really. He's okay. I don't think he beats anybody in the elite.
Yeah.
Like anybody he gets in the ring with that's elite, he doesn't win. Like he doesn't beat Pacquiao. He of course wouldn't beat a Canelo. There's a few he wouldn't beat. Like almost everybody he wouldn't beat. Like
there's a few. Just name everybody.
Let's just name everybody. I don't see anybody that he'd be able to give that much trouble to throughout the course of a whole entire
talent
fight.
can only take you so far in boxing because it's just like that's years of training right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really just step in the ring and hold your own against.
He tried.
He tried, yeah.
He made a few. He made
He
100 million reasons.
He's good now.
He's good now.
He's good now. Yeah.
He's humble now.
And then I saw that Amir Khan said that Canelo Alvarez will beat Mayweather if they fought right now. Do you think that would happen, or how do you feel? What side would you take?
You think the age difference plays a big role?
Absolutely.
It's 14 years, difference?
Yeah, I don't think Mayweather has the power to knock him out.
No, but that defense, I don't think that defense will go anywhere. He may lose a little bit as far as, speed, but that defense, I don't think will go anywhere. But it will be interesting because I think if Canelo did, because Canelo got some,
he's a big boy now. He's not little Canelo no more.
It's a lot more competitive now. Damn.
I would take Canelo.
I think Canelo.
Will Canelo have to come down and wait?
Yeah, Canelo would have to come down and wait.
Because it's going to be on Mayweather's terms.
That's a good question. I don't know. Who did you take?
Because it depends on how big of a cut it is, right? Like how big of a cut he has.
It depends how much he had to come down, but
who would you pick?
You know you go with Canelo.
Come on.
Yeah, well, the first fight I went with Floyd. The first fight I said anybody who's going against Floyd, against Canelo in the first fight, like you're retarded.
Yeah.
Like that shit's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Saddest person ever was my father-in-law. Like, I was laughing at him for that. I was like, oh hell. I said, there's no way you're picking this guy.
Yeah.
But right now, because of Floyd's inactivity and his age, I'd go with Canelo.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
I'd go.
I think
it will be
with
hard
the
for me
cut,
to pick. I don't know right now. Like, I mean,
you know it's Canelo.
You
That
don't
means
wanna
you
say.
know who it is.
You don't want to say.
Yeah,
he's stubborn.
I couldn't tell you right now, man.
Yes, you could.
I couldn't even try, man.
You could.
And then Mike Tyson, he's planning a small comeback. He's doing a 4-round exhibition for charity. Would you be interested in seeing him fight?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
I would.
Like, who wouldn't want
It's
to
Mike
see
Tyson.
Like,
Like,
it
I don't
doesn't
care.
matter what it
Like,
like when I see him on those Facebook posts, and he's just like in the hallway, just
like, oh, he got it, he got it.
somebody. Yeah, I'll be like, damn, look at Mike out there, because I didn't get to see Mike. So it's still, even though you're not seeing Mike that was out there, like you still get to see him in the ring.
He's
You know
still
what I mean?
quick too.
because
Though.
his last match was what 04, 05?
04, 05, I
Yeah.
think.
15 years.
Like he was shadow boxing some boxer on not really like fighting, but it was like in the street. They had on regular clothes, and he was like dodging and stuff. It was pretty impressive.
he put good.
He put
Yeah.
effort into it. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, y'all recorded?"
Yeah. His IQ in the rings was stupid. You know what I mean? He's still smart. With it,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Just father time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You beat him.
I would watch it, even though there could be like a lot of rules behind it. Just It's like different types of gloves and stuff.
I wonder
I'll
who
still
it would
watch
be though. It got to be somebody like up in age too. Maybe an older person
For who?
Mayweather.
for Mike Tyson. Like if he for the exhibition.
How old is Tyson? 50s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in his 50s.
Isn't there a
He's in
boxer
his
that's like
50s.
50 right now that's still boxing? I forgot who it was.
Nah, I think he retired.
No, that was
It wasn't
Hopkins.
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but no,
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
Sat
fight
him
him.
down, but he was still out there throwing them things, boy.
Yeah.
He was,
you should get into that Lennox Lewis.
Bro, to be out there. And,
So what do y'all think about Tyson Fury and Wilder? Who's gonna win that second fight, the third fight?
yeah.
I
Well,
think
who do you think won the first fight?
Tyson Fury definitely won.
Yeah.
He beat him. like yeah.
He whooped his ass.
You said the first fight or the second
yeah,
fight?
who won the first fight?
First fight, yeah.
The
I
first
had
fight ended in a draw.
I had Tyson Fury on the first. I had Wilder for the first fight. Tyson Fury for the second one.
I mean, you had that. Who didn't have? I mean, you can't say
Yeah.
that nobody else won that one.
I think I would take Wilder for the third one.
I would take Wilder as well.
Yeah.
Who wants to bet money?
I think
Who wants to bet these
I'm frugal.
dollars?
I don't bet.
Nah, hey, me neither.
depends on
I'm
the
not a
costume
betting
they come
man.
out with.
yeah, he had that costume. I think his equilibrium was off. Like he had a lot going on.
40 pounds of light.
Like if he duck and weave a little more, he probably catch him. I think he
couldn't.
could
He
catch
was
him.
tired with the costume. He couldn't
if-
duck and weave.
If he can catch him,
I think he
he
can.
has to catch him flush, and he can knock him out. But
Yeah.
if Wilder doesn't catch him flush over 12 rounds,
Yeah.
he's not gonna beat Fury.
Fury makes me so upset because he's talking about retiring now. Like, bro, you're at the height of everything. Like, I hate when they do that. You know,
It's like Lennox Lewis.
that's so
I
frustrating.
mean, at
It made
least
me
he
mad
gave
when
you a
it was-
plan. He was it a 4-fight plan?
yeah,
Or 3-fight
like,
plan?
like I didn't think you were gonna be this hot though. Like, bro, how about 8 fights?
I mean,
You know?
but he's a boxer. Those 3 fights could be
Said
over
this
3
height.
years.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
and he like
he signed 80 mil with Top Rank for a few years. So he's
I
got
didn't even know that.
mm.
he's gonna cash the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Not-
And
not
they
because
said
he's winning.
he's known to like donate his winnings in the fight. So that's weird.
That's what he says.
Why is that weird? It's good.
Because it's like frustrating. Like, why are you doing all
Because
this?
he's giving away like $10 million.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
He's
bro,
like, why?
Why are you
Don't
such
give
an
me that.
angel? Like, bro, just fight. It's crazy. But yeah, before we wrap up, just a few more questions. What got you into like being able to manage artists? Because I know you say you did the boxing side. What got you to switch over?
Well, I've done music my whole entire life. My uncles are into music. My brothers are DJs. My mom does music. My grandparents did music. So like it was just a generational thing. And then we did music till about I don't know, right up out of high school, and then somewhere to there we dropped music and went into boxing. Actually, it was after high school. I mean, damn, I got my timeline messed up. When was I with Roy over at Pace? I worked with Roy for
2011.
11-ish.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
where we met. We met Freddie Roach.
Yeah,
we met Freddie
Okay.
Roach, and he
Freddie
was doing
Roach.
That's a dope
Had-
name.
Jesse Leia's
Freddie
gym,
Roach.
right?
Yeah, Jesse James. They have gym
Yeah.
over on
San Pedro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Mm.
What was that question again?
What
got you into it?
Oh yeah. So then from music, like none was really picking up for us, or it was just stagnant. I mean, we had nothing really going on, so we decided to jump into music, into boxing. So that's when Canelo fought Austin Trout here in San Antonio. We paid like $200 or $300, and like we were mid-level, and we're like, shit, this ain't gonna work out. You know what I mean? We're trying to get autographs and shit, but we're over here mid-level for $200. So like, okay, what are we gonna do to get to the other side and like be those people
Yeah.
who could do whatever they want on the other side? So like fast forward to a year later, I'm like, we're gonna make this website and it's gonna be called Boxers and Brawlers. It was
Mm.
actually Boxers and Ballers. So because we were thinking sports, so I said, we need to change this to Boxers and Brawlers because the terms always turn around in boxing. Are you a boxer? Are you a brawler? So like fast forward that year later, like I said, that time we're getting credentials and we're on the other side doing pretty much whatever we wanted. I had my wristband. I could walk backstage, walking to the ring with whoever we wanted, So it was a pretty dope experience. And then from there, a lot of people in the boxing community knew that we did music and we knew artists and all that stuff, that we were still in contact. And then Golden Boy Promotions needed a national anthem singer.
Mm.
And they reached out to us. So we got him a national anthem singer. We got him 2 national anthem singers, which at that point just threw everything back into the music rotation. So we left music for boxing, which boxing just threw us right back into music.
Yeah.
And like fast forward 5 or 6 years later, like we're here now. You know what I mean? The plan wasn't even to have gone through so many artists by this time or to have a roster of 6 artists. You know, the plan at that time was to take the artists we have, go run with it and blow it up, and that was going to be it. But like, it just became something bigger than that, and then a lot more people became more reliant on the types of things that we do to help an artist develop or whatever. So, and now we're here today, like 6 years later.
Do you have a cutoff as far as how many artists you plan to manage at one time, or do you plan to just keep growing?
To keep growing, we're always expanding the network team. Now we're in talks of maybe getting like other managers underneath us to help with the work, because we've been up to like 8 or 9 artists simultaneously before. So like, and it's a workload. You know what I mean?
bet.
So like, that was probably the max, like 8, 9, like outside of this. Like, that was one of the reasons we turned people down.
Yeah.
It got to a point where there was a couple of artists that not so much that they weren't gaining traction. I mean, at the same time, we didn't feel like their fit was for us.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, we were looking to downsides at the same time. Like, we had a lot of stuff going on. So like, it provided, I guess, like an opportunity to say, hey, look, have those sit downs and say, look, this is what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it was definitely interesting talking to you. What's the name of all your artists, and what's the latest? Do they have any new projects that we can check out right now?
Is there a show coming up? Because I know y'all have done a couple of shows with like all your artists. Anything that works, the plans?
Not exactly yet. I mean, we don't have any venue dates open
Yeah.
available to us or anything, but like, of course, once that opens up, like, we're gonna be hitting that hard, you know. So the only things we have right now, Prince Bosques just released Loyal with Skinny from the Nine.
Mm-hmm.
That was just released last night, and then the pre-save should be out either later tomorrow or late tonight, which that's gonna come out, I believe, on the 15th, the actual song on whatever sites. And then Jenny B has Dancing in the Dark. Like I said, go check that video out. That video, we shot that video like in her aunt's house, and it was crazy. There was a 20-foot snake in there, man, just so.
Oh
huge.
yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah.
No, I don't do snakes, you know.
Yeah.
I don't do snakes, and that bad boy rubbed up against my leg, and I was like, oh damn, this snake's got power, like ready to crush me. So I was like, oh hell, like Jan, just letting you know, if something happens here, like I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'm out. You know, but yeah, she's got that video out. Here in the future, we can look for No Cap. She's gonna have that coming out also.
Okay.
And then, like I said, Brujeria is what Laura D has out right now. Secret Wonderland is what Jay has right now. He's got a lyric video out to that, so check that out. That's pretty dope. Like I said, he's a great vocalist, like superpower in those vocals. So check that out. And then we had Pro. Pro's been one of my best friends for years and years now. So like, we're doing a little revamp thing with him. He released that song Time with Little Yoda on there.
Oh yeah, Lil Yoda, we met him.
Yeah, man. Dope dude.
Yeah.
Super humble. Good
yes,
fuck.
super humble.
And then that video we shot at the Wonder Chamber. The Wonder Chamber is what it's called.
Here?
Yes, over on Broadway. Ray looks like he's thinking like
Is that where they have like the photo, like the photo stuff where you can take pictures and all that?
Yeah, where there's like 10
like 4 rooms, right? They have rooms.
I haven't been there. Okay.
It's really dope in there.
Cool. Well, that's super dope. We thank you for coming by. Where can people check us out, Roy?
Everywhere: YouTube, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Music, anywhere you can stream, we're there.
There's a matter where you listening.
Oh, I forgot. You guys.
Oh yeah.
Turn down the bass and turn up. Is that Silk?
Thanks.
Is that Silk?
Turn down the bass and turn up the treble. We out.
have anything for you.